Here's my audience. Today I will discuss the most common forms of crime in Youngstown, which are murder, rape, robberies, assaults, and burglaries. To elaborate further, I am going to give you specific numbers from the authors of the City Data Crime Index, an organization that takes surveys of crime reports nationally. The amount of crime has been steadily increasing throughout the last 10 years in Youngstown. There have been 357 solved murders, 591 rape charges, 3,689 robberies, 5,950 reported assaults, and 25,543 reported burglaries. These are all above average rates of crime for a city of Youngstown's population size, which is currently 64,312. The population has decreased in the last 10 years as well. The crime rate in Youngstown is higher than cities with higher populations, such as Canton, Akron, and Cleveland, just to name a few. Reports have also shown neighborhoods where the poor are concentrated and more prone to high crime rates, and poor residents are the most common victims of crimes. Beyond the simplistic answer of people below the poverty level want and need more stuff, so they have to take it. This leads me to the next point, why people commit crimes. Although there are many types of crimes that one can commit, I will focus on the crimes that poverty has a large effect on which Although there are many types of crimes that one can commit, I will focus on the crimes that poverty has a large effect on, which are robberies, assaults, and burglaries. Individuals that are below the poverty level and cannot support themselves often commit these crimes. It comes down to their want and needs. People do what they need to do to survive. Once an individual begins the cycle of stealing and committing crimes to support themselves, it's difficult to break out. To these individuals, the potential benefits are more rewarding and outweigh the consequences of committing the actual crime itself. It creates the conscious cycle because once these individuals get out of jail, they have no money and no stable home to return to, leading them to resort back to committing crime. Drug usage is also a factor. Drug-addicted individuals spend the money they do have on drugs. This is why the war on drugs can be traditionally seen being targeted in low-income communities. This leads me to the next point: effect crime has on communities. Crime has many effects on communities as well. It affects the citizens' everyday lives, from buying objects such as pepper spray to guns to protect themselves, to changing their daily routines. They take precautions they feel are needed, precautions citizens living in safer cities may not feel obligated to act on. Crime also has a large impact on the economic side of things. Communities and government spend public funds for police departments, prisons, and jails, courts, and treatment programs. This includes the salaries of prosecutors, judges, public defenders, social workers, security guards, and probation officers. The amount of time spent by victims, offenders, their families, and juries during court trials also takes away from community productivity. This is why crime is a big role in the decline of population in Youngstown. Thank you.